Delight Edibles. My name is Liz. If this is the first time you're joining, and you guys, welcome back. Thank you so much. So today I got a really special treat for you, for all you keto people and vegan people. I got this recipe is for you. Okay, so we are going to make an avocado chocolate mousse. And like I said, I'll give you the ingredients for vegan friendly and keto friendly. And this stuff is awesome. Just check out the texture of it. Just like, look at that. Oh, doesn't that look awesome? So let's jump right into those ingredients and what we need, and we'll get everything put together. Thanks again for joining. Oh, one thing I wanted to say, guys, follow me on Instagram. I think I'm under Diamond Delight Treats. Check the end screen there. It's got the right name there for you. But yeah, I'd love you to join me on Instagram. So let's get into those ingredients. Let's get going. All right, there. So for our ingredients for our yummy avocado chocolate mousse, we are going to need 2 ripe avocados. Now, how to know if an avocado is ripe is it's soft to the touch, so you can press in, but it doesn't press in too far that you're breaking the skin. If the skin is breaking, your thumb's kind of squishing right in, then it's overripe. You don't want to use that. If it's too hard, it feels like a rock, you don't want it. You can't use that, but you can store them. If you're unripened, you can put them in a paper bag overnight, and they should be ripe by morning. So that's your little bit there on an avocado for a ripe one. So we need 2 ripened avocados. We need 3 to 4 tablespoons of milk, any type of milk. So if you're vegan, you can keep it to almond milk or coconut milk. Keto as well, if you can't have regular milk, you can keep it to any type of milk product that you want. You want 3 to 4 tablespoons. We want a 1/4 cup of pure cocoa. Any brand will do. The better the brand, the better the quality that you use. Obviously, you're going to have a better end product. Now, what I did is I infused my cocoa with my tincture. So I did it exactly like I do the sugar and the flowers and that. But one thing a little bit different with the cocoa is when you add your tincture. So I did 2 cups of cocoa to a 1/2 cup of tincture. You whisk that in, and you'll see it all, a whole bunch of it goes into little tiny balls. You want to use a food processor or a blender to make sure that's all finely blended down before you put it either in your dehydrator or your oven. So if your oven goes low enough, like a 170, 175, you can do it in your oven. However, if not, then I definitely recommend doing it in a dehydrator instead. And it takes probably about 40 minutes in total. Once you're done or it seems dry, you're going to sift it. If there's any hard chunks, run it through your food processor again and put it back in the oven for those pieces to finish drying out. And you just continue doing that until everything comes back to a nice fine powder. So that is how you can infuse your cocoa. So that's where we're getting our Canna in there. If you want to make this regular, don't do that to your cocoa. You're going to need a 1/4 cup of melted chocolate. Now again, if you want to keep this on your keto, you want to go with a dark chocolate, at least a 70% cocoa, which means you have less fat. The less the cocoa, higher the fat content. And you also want to go with a really good quality. I always like to, for these type of things, I use the finest Belgian chocolates. And this brand is awesome if you're interested in that. But any chocolate will do. Again, it's going to be that finished product about, oh, this is really good, or oh my God, this is to die for. That's what makes the differences in the quality of your products. You are going to need a 1/4 cup. If you want to use, you can use honey, maple syrup, or agave syrup. Now for the agave, because it's so super sweet, I've only used 2 tablespoons. For the other, if you want to use honey or maple syrup, go with a 1/4 cup. Going to go with a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Pure vanilla extract is always better. And 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And that's it for our ingredients. I'm going to get into our equipment, and then we'll get all this awesomeness put together. All right there, so For our equipment, we are going to need a stand or a hand mixer with the whisk attachment. We're going to need either a bowl, or I prefer for mashing the avocados, something flat to work on, but you can use a bowl. Need a potato masher. Now you want to have more of this type of potato masher, the one with the crosses versus that one with just the squigglies, to get you a better mash. But if you only have the other one, not a big deal. Avocados are really soft. Don't need to worry. You can also break it down with a hand mixer, hand blender, food processor, or anything else. You're going to need a piping bag with a large piping tip. I have a number 829 French tip. I believe that's a French tip. If I am wrong, bakers, please correct me. Either that or it's an open star, but I'm pretty sure it's the French tip. And then some type of decorative glasses to put your mousse in. Now you can also use this mousse as a cake filling, or for your cupcakes, or anything like that. You can use it for that as well. So let's get all these ingredients together and get this made. It's not really an ingredient, but it helps prevent your avocados from browning, oxidizing, like apples and peaches and that type of things, we're going to use a little bit of lemon juice. It's not a huge deal because we're making chocolate mousse, but what that will prevent is your chocolate mousse going from a really nice chocolate look to looking like mud, because the avocado will continue to darken if we don't use lemon juice. So sorry, I forgot that little one, but as you know me, cute but not too bright. All right, so let's get this going here. Now, to cut an avocado, or to peel it out, get the flesh of the avocado, we need a spoon. Sorry. Another part of that equipment I forgot. So you're going to take your knife and you're going to go slice down the middle, watch your fingers, till you hit the pit, and you're going to go all the way around, kind of follow that pit right around the circle till you get to the other side. And then you're just going to twist your avocado like so. Then you take your knife, carefully, don't miss your hand, smack down, and you can just twist the seed out like that. Then if you want, you can be like we were in the 70s and grow your own avocados. Everybody had these silly plants. It was ridiculous. Then once we have that half, take your spoon and just scoop out your lovely avocado. Now again, you'll also know if it's right because it's going to scoop right out just really nice like that. It's not going to be hard at all. See, just poof, and get rid of the shell. You just whoop. Okay. Alright, so now I've got my 2 avocados, and I'm just going to begin to mash these up a little bit. So I'm going to ixnay on the mashed potato part. I'm going to use my food processor instead. So I'm going to recommend that process, unless they're really, really ripe, go with the food processor, because just that core piece is a little bit too firm for me to mash it down. Yum, 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 yum. Not really. Not the most, well, it is. It's a very pretty green. So we're going to add in just about a tablespoon of lemon juice. And we're going to put the lid of the processor on, because it won't work without that. Oh, have no fear, I found the lid. Now if I can get it on. So you're going to whip it until it's completely smooth, so you don't see any chunks. If you do see any major chunks, we can just pull those out. And we're going to transfer it over to our mixing bowl. So see how pretty? It's a nice light green. Not that that's going to matter, because it's going to all turn into a nice light brown, or to a brown, but it'll be a pretty brown. That stuff's not easy to get out, is it? Get rid of this thing. And I'm going to put on my whipping blade, the whisk. Oops. Okay, and we are going to add in our cocoa. Oh, you want to melt your chocolate if you have not already melted it. You want to make sure your chocolate is melted. All right, so my chocolate is melted. Now, quick thing with the chocolate. If you're just using, excuse me, regular chocolate, you know, chocolate bar or something like that, you can melt it regularly in the microwave. The 30, 15, 10 works well. If you are using a high grade chocolate like the Calibets, I recommend doing it on a warm water bath instead. You don't want your bowl or anything to heat up too much. This chocolate is far more delicate, and you don't, if the bowl gets too hot, it will scorch your chocolate, it'll burn it, and it'll seize. And the other thing is you don't want all your oils and stuff to separate. So you just want to melt it on a warm water bath if you're using the high grade chocolate. So just that little note on that. So now we're going to add to our avocado, our cocoa, and our milk. And we're going to start this on low first, and then we're going to increase it to medium. We just want to get the cocoa started to get incorporated, otherwise it'll fly all over the place. And so we're going to whip this up for about 2 minutes. And you just want to whip, so get that so it's got a nice whipped texture there. Oops. And then we're going to add in your sweetener. So I'm doing the agave, as I said. As I said, you can use honey or maple syrup. And we're going to add in our vanilla. And we're going to get that whipped in. So let that go for about 2 minutes. And then we'll get, oh, sorry, oops, forgot our important part here, our chocolate. Oh, sorry. The other thing that you can use instead of the chocolate is Dutch cocoa. And it has to be Dutch cocoa, so it's a sweetener alternative for the chocolate. The chocolate's going to give you a richer texture versus the Dutch chocolate, but if you want to keep those calories reduced in that, then you want to go with the Dutch chocolate. And I've got links for all the different ingredients for you, just to make things easy for you down there in the description that I've got. So get that in there. Just started to get on low to get the stuff incorporated. And then scrape down your edges. So I'm going to put that on medium-high for about another 2 minutes. Alright, once we're done, remove your whisk. And we're going to get this into our piping bag. Alright, so we're going to get this into our piping bag. Doesn't look so pretty, does it? Get that out of our way. Squish her down. Now, if you're having a hard time, grab your spatula and you just use it to scrape that down. Here we go. And then a fold, and we're going to pipe this into our glass. Okay, I won't use that one for pictures. And there you have it, your chocolate avocado mousse. Now, if you're not doing the vegan or the keto thing, we can decorate it with a little bit of icing sugar. Just get a little strainer and a little bit of icing sugar, and just tap a little tidbit on the top there, like so. Or we could do a pretty chocolate garnish. I'm going to do a special video just on doing chocolate decorations. But there you have it. Look at that. And as I said, you can use it as a cake filling or anything that you want to replace an icing with. This is really good. Now I tasted it. It's you guys would probably like it, being on that healthy. I would require more sugar. So the only change I would make is to actually go with the 1/4 cup of agave syrup. For my personal taste, to bring it that little bit sweeter. But again, you can try it and see how you like it. Add to taste. How whatever floats your boat. All right, guys. So that is my demonstration there. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back to say goodbye. Oh, and you can put them in the fridge. Keep them in the fridge for at least 45 minutes to let them fully set up. And yeah, just chill and serve when you like it, and they should be good for up to a couple of days in the refrigerator. So that's my demonstration there for you on avocado chocolate mousse with the infused cocoa powder. Wow, this is not good. And just check out how creamy this stuff is. Here, well, let me get the chocolate garnish out of the way. Check that out. Ooh, doesn't that look scrumptious? Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining. As always, any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to put them down. I always appreciate all your awesome comments. You guys are great. And oh, and also follow me on Instagram. Alright guys, well have an awesome rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching.